Okay, and welcome back to episode 4, I guess, of our beer tastings. We threw another little episode in there where we went and did a beer run. But anyway, that's different. This is our actual beer tasting for this week. We're going to have to go, I ran out of words to say.
We've got a new lineup, of course, mixed them up based on variety.
Yep.
We all build our own 6-pack and then mix and match once we get here.
Yep.
We're doing our best to go to the store together so that we don't get beer that we've already tried.
Yeah,
so,
that's a big difference.
Yeah, what you're seeing is first take of our experience with these beers.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that the only beer on the table now that I have tried is this one, and Seth has not.
I've not tried any of these beers at all. It's going to be completely random. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I am looking forward to one in particular, which is where I'll start. And I'm only looking forward to this one. You know which one it is.
It's an interesting name.
It's an interesting name, and I love this brewery. I haven't had anything bad from them yet, so we're gonna have to go ahead and start with the Rogue Batsquatch. It's kind of crazy, intense little looking figurine there.
You give them the backstory.
On the back, it has a little star where it shows, I guess the red indicates what it leans more toward, a tropical and a citrus, whatever you want to call it, gauge there, I guess. It says, for years, rumors have circled that deep in the woods of Mount St. Helens lives a fabled Batsquatch. While there are many tales of Batsquatch, they are all a bit hazy in detail, which makes such a juicy mystery. So what better way to honor the legend than with a hazy, juicy IPA? Perfect for camping and potentially making a new friend. Which, I wouldn't want that as a friend, but I'm going to drink their beer because I love Rogue. It's pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah.
We're looking at 6.7% alcohol. IBUs of 54. If you can see it right there, and 12 ounces. Hashtag Batsquatch. So let's get this thing poured. Let's get into this episode so we're not.
Of course. And you probably noticed that we're down a member.
Yes.
Our brother Caleb's moving, so he's not able to join this week, but should be on for the next week.
We could have helped you, but we had to film this for you guys. We had to be here for y'all.
Does that make us bad people? He didn't need the help anyway.
Yeah.
At least that's what helps me sleep at night. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm going to have to give you a close-up on this beer because for a hazy Indian Pale Ale,
it is hazy.
IPA, it is very hazy. It's kind of intense.
I'm seeing Blue Moon type.
It's almost, Blue Moony, kind of chalky looking.
Maybe unfiltered?
Unfiltered, it looks like. Let's get the nose in. It does have a really fruity taste for an IPA. I'm pretty excited about it.
Smell. You didn't taste it.
No, I smelled it.
You said taste.
Did I?
You said taste.
I said let's get the nose in.
Yeah, but then you said it had a fruity taste.
Guys, I never said I was smart.
Contradictions!
Contradictions. Gosh dang it, what is it?
Dang it, Bobby.
It smells fruity. Let's get this thing down. It smells amazing.
It's really not bad.
It's really delicious. I get kind of a grapefruity to me.
Yeah. I do get the
kind of a sweet and sour IPA to me.
Yeah, and I said unfiltered before, and it actually does taste that way.
Yes, it does. I agree.
It's as if there's some grain in it still. It's not that it's chunky, but
almost pulpy kind of. Like
yeah. It's like a good orange juice, like a screwdriver or what do they call those, mimosas?
Yeah.
I think I can get some mimosa out of that. So you got your fruity.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm not an IPA guy, and I've said it in all the episodes. I think I hate IPAs.
Yeah.
This is impressive, and Rogue continues to amaze me with their. It's subtle. I think all the beers are kind of subtle. It's like, it's like, hey, we want you to taste this,
Right.
But we don't want to kick you in the mouth with it. We want you to actually be able to enjoy it still.
There's a lot, yeah. They make a variety of types. All the flavors are good. We've tried, I don't know, at least 6 or so.
Yeah.
And we haven't had a bad one yet. And so,
I mean, there's some that aren't our favorite because we don't really lean towards an IPA. This isn't my favorite road beer. Now, for an IPA, probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I think one of our comments was was give a rating scale for each beer. In beers, like 3 out of 5. This one for an IPA, not just for this beer individually, for an IPA in my book, personally, I'm not an IPA fan. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I like it. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, on the IPA scale, yes, 4 out of 5. On, let's say, a lot of what we expect is maybe your first time drinkers would not recommend it.
No.
Lower on the scale for that.
Right.
But compared to its peers, definitely high on the scale.
It's very mild. It does have, like I showed you, the fruity, tropical, citrusy kind of lean towards that in the flavor scale. It definitely. It says pair with white cheddar, grilled salmon, and strawberry shortcake. Luckily, I ate all of these things right before we started filming. No, I didn't. It pairs good with itself. It's a really good IPA. I recommend it. If you're looking for an IPA, try Batsquatch. It's interesting. It's a good conversation starter. Take it to someone's house and explain it. Explain this crazy little thing. So.
And that might be a tip. You're going to the store, you don't know what to drink, find the most interesting can that you can find.
Yeah.
If they're going to put the money into the artwork, the beer's probably worth it.
A great representation of that is this.
But you didn't like that.
I didn't like it, but we got it for a reason. Look
because
at this
of the can.
Because of the can. We bought this. It's called the Brown Note.
Streaked his undies.
This guy has streaked panties. Yeah. You think this looked good to us? No, we didn't know what to get that day, so we got the Brown Note because it was insane looking.
Right.
Try something random, guys. Go crazy with it. It's super fun. It's super interesting. You never know what you're going to find. This one, not a winner. But this right here, I can definitely say, if you're looking for an IPA, you're looking for something different, go for it. It's fantastic.
Right. For those of you that don't know, the Brown Note exists. The Brown Note is supposedly a note that you can play that literally causes you to lose bowel control.
And it's a thing.
Legit.
We'll find it and we'll play it for you one day. And then the whole world will know.
Alright, they did that on South Park.
They did it on South Park, so it's got to be true.
That's right.
Just like everything on the internet is true, Abraham Lincoln said so.
True.
Next beer. You got it. Call it, read it.
Oh, goodness. Oh, excuse me.
We started off surprisingly good.
Yeah,
so let's just take a dump on that.
This one, it kind of reminds me of, my old movie heroes, old Iron Joe here. We're thinking maybe it's a John Wayne type character. The Den of Sin series. This is out of Raw & Sons Brewing, Fort Worth, Texas. Scottish coffee ale, interesting. Roasted malt, caramel sweetness, notes of chocolate and marshmallow. Fresh brewed coffee, and American oak. And they try to be country, so they say Prost, y'all.
What does that even mean?
Prost is like cheers in German, but then it's y'all.
Y'all.
Anyhow, let's pour this. Not much of a write-up on this one. They must not think too highly of it. But if the main character on the can is any representation of what you're going to need to be like to drink this beer.
Don't pour mine like that. Be easy on it.
Yeah, and this is going to take a little bit because, of course, I ruined mine.
Yeah. Well,
and
you gotta pour that thing slow. Mine's half ruined.
I think you're full. I'll wait for it to settle. We'll do some back and forth. We'll pretend like.
Oh wow!
Does it smell strong?
It smells like.
The best part of waking up.
Is Folgers in your cup?
Yes.
But will it be good to the last drop?
I get that, man. This guy's wow. To me, this is straight. And I mean, it looks like it. For being real, that is It looks like straight Folgers.
Does Iron Joe, is it does the name stand up?
I don't know. We'll find out here in a second.
Would you need to be a Western hero to drink this beer?
Man, it seems a little overpowering on the scent. Like it is.
I'm not
Folgers. Folgers hits me on the scent.
Yeah.
Does yours not smell like that? Like super hardcore? You can't even smell right now.
Well, I can smell, but not as strong as what you're leading these viewers to believe.
Try that one. Like, is it?
I don't know, maybe I'm not getting enough. I don't know. Is that enough?
Did you just soil yourself? Did you do that? Is that you? This thing done, man.
Let's do it. It's poured. He smelled something.
I smell Folgers. I taste Folgers.
Do you? Is it like Iron Joe's chaw? Is it his spittoon?
Man, if he spit coffee, it's very coffee. It is extremely black coffee.
It really is. I mean,
there's not a lot of ale. What's it supposed to be? A Scottish ale?
It's a Scottish ale. It's oak aged Scottish ale with Avoca coffee.
I taste oak and I taste coffee. I taste zero ale or Scottish.
So,
it does not taste like a kilt.
Of course, they would have brewed it, let it sit in a barrel to soak up the oak, but
it's fantastic. God, it's freaking good.
Is it good? Are you faking?
No, I love it.
You do?
I love it, man. On a cold day,
it tastes like a stout coffee.
It tastes like warm, like on a cold winter day or something like that. You get this. Oh man, it's amazing.
It's 8%.
You gotta love coffee. To me, that's all I'm getting from this thing.
It's dry roasted for sure. It is dry roasted for sure. It's not as sweet as the stouts from our other or the porter from our other videos.
No, it's not as sweet at all.
This will be comparable. There'll be a touch of cherry to it. But it'll be a similar style, I guess.
Really, when I say like all I'm getting is like straight Folgers or Maxwell, that is basically all I get from this brew.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my palate. I'm getting straight that. I love it. If you don't like the taste of beer, could you agree with that though?
Yeah.
If you don't like the taste of beer,
yeah,
it's not beery.
Right.
A very light ale taste.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not beer. It's different. It is, but it's different.
So here's something for you guys. Can you tell us what beer tastes like to you?
Yes.
What is beer?
Drop that in the comment. Is it horse piss? Is it sweet nectar of the gods? Is it what is it like? What is it when your mind? What does it think of? To me, everything basically light beer at this point is water.
Right.
When you get into these, I always kind of say coffee. You'll kind of see that again and again. But IPAs are like pennies. What do you get from these?
Yeah, because people say I don't like beer, but those people are the same people that haven't tried anything that's on this table currently. Right. So what is beer to you so that we can contrast that?
Yeah, exactly. Good call. Yeah, that's a great thing. Oh man,
it's not bad.
I love it.
It's mild. It is high alcohol content. It is 8%.
It is fairly heavy though. It's sitting on me.
It is.
Like I just pounded that little. Like these are. We're taking 6 ounces maybe in these cups, guys.
Yeah.
We're not drinking even half a beer. That's really hitting me. Like it's super heavy.
Yeah.
It's all there.
And that's the thing. Like if you're kicking back Busch Lights or whatever, you're probably used to drinking a 6-pack and not feeling a thing.
Yeah.
You drink a 6-pack of one of these, like a full 6-pack, you're probably going straight to bed because it's like a beer and a half.
Yeah.
The average light beer might be in the 4% range. These are 6 and up on average, and so you're getting another half beer. By volume.
Beer scale. Let's rate it. What do you got? 3 out of 5, 4 to 5.
By itself, independently.
Not compared to anything else. Just
I mean, I'm at the 4. I mean, I like it.
yeah.
I like it. I wouldn't buy. I don't know if I'd buy a whole 6-pack.
No.
It'd be tough to drink 2 in a row.
It's pretty overpowering.
I wouldn't drink 2 in a row. It's not an easy drinker. You have to like it.
Yeah.
We just happen to like it.
It's kind of extreme. A 4 out of 5. For
I would think so. Yeah, that's the way I place it.
I'm right there. Between 3 and 4. I would say almost like a 3.5 out of 5. I guess I can't say a 4 because to me, I do love it. I guess I'm there. I guess I'm a 4. What do you want to do next?
All right.
You want to finish it off with the Abbey, which you know is good, or do you want to finish it off with the cherry stout,
Well,
which I'm scared of?
The interesting piece. So I have had the Abbey. It's from a microbrewery out of south of Kansas City,
This one?
Martin City. Yep.
Let's take it up there. Let's just do this one next.
Yeah,
You're already talking it up.
Yeah, talk it up. It's got a lot of interesting, different flavors. So the Abbey, I think the Big Bertha from Lost 40 was an Abbey, and it's got a lot of fruit nut type flavors. So I can tell you right up front, because I've already had it, there's a lot going on with this beer. And so to finish with it,
Hold on.
okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so to finish with it, you might be left with some questions. So it's a good thing we're not finishing with it.
Okay.
Because we kind of know what to expect out of a stout with cherry. This will be new for Seth. I'll let him start the dialogue.
Okay. Well, we'll do that. Yeah. This so far, it looks like darker than amber. About like.
It's a good pour.
Yeah.
Even Stevens.
Man, at first impressions, the color looks kind of intense. I'm gonna bring it up there and show it real quick just before I get a close-up snip of this thing.
Looks pretty.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah. What's neat with the glass is that you can see the layering. You know, it's like the glass is lighter, or not as thick, so it's lighter. It acts like it's getting darker at the top. Yeah.
It's pretty neat. It's just pretty caramely. First sniff.
And then I think, let's see, is there any write-up? Absolutely not.
I didn't see any write-up on it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I don't even see it. Oh, 7.2 alcohol content.
I just let you talk while I was up there because it's kind of.
Yeah, it's got a monk on it.
To me, it smells like an ale. I mean, it smells good.
Yeah.
It smells kind of sweet. Has a kind of a caramely hint.
Yeah. I would always recommend to get it straight from the source when all possible.
It's completely different than it smells.
Yeah,
it's a little more complex.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there really is. I get a hint of like a skunky Corona. Like for a split second when it hits your palate, it's like
Maybe.
kind of weird. It's a little, it's just different.
There's definitely fruit
Yeah.
of some sort. There's nothing on the can to copyright.
No, I wish we could have explained
Or
it a little bit.
plagiarize. I used the wrong term. I didn't get out my thesaurus.
There's nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing there. But it's got some fruit type flavors to it. I don't know if it's that nut.
Like a Fig Newton.
And that's what the Sally, what's it called? No, Bertha? No?
Remember.
The Lost 40 out of Little Rock. They got one that's got a fish on it. It's something, I think it may be Big Bertha or something similar to that. And it talks about having fig and
That's what this gets me. Like a Fig Newton, but not dry and crappy. It's not really sweet. Like you said, there's a lot going on in there. It's pretty complex. It's like normally it's. Oh man, I'm too redneck to be able to explain this scientifically.
If you're coming straight over from light beer, probably won't like it.
No.
If you've crossed into maybe your woman is a wine drinker, maybe you could get her into this because it's. I mean, there's a lot of wine is fruit. There's a lot of fruit type flavor.
It is fruity, yeah.
My wife's breaking into beer because of our videos, really, and maybe your wife will too. We're down to the last one.
Yeah,
It's a cherry stout.
Let's knock this thing out.
You know, of course, touching on our last point, this is a more family-friendly channel. We're trying to show you that you can drink responsibly and get flavor out of your beer instead of just the passed out, sleepiness that you would get out of a case of beer. Again, this is a stout brewed with some cherry in it. Reading the back of the label, Ruby Black. Stout signature tartness comes from cherries grown in Michigan's Traverse City region. Warm, dark chocolate notes come together with the cherries and a mysterious dance to create one of the cornerstones of Bell's Stout portfolio.
Whoa.
Extra dark.
Unexpected for a cherry. It looks like cherry cola.
It's definitely a stout.
Wow, yeah, for all stouts, you're expecting dark, you're expecting coffee, thick, kind of frothy.
I like to say that it stains your teeth just looking at it. But,
looks motor oily, but with a hint of cherry. It looks like cherry cola. Like if you ever pour cherry cola.
It really does.
Let's give a smell on this thing. Let's knock this thing out.
Ooh. I sniffed a little too close and got some of that. My nose now looks like I'm bleeding.
I snuck a sip. And let me tell you.
Get with it.
Don't do it.
No?
God, I'm not a fan.
Is it bad?
I don't know. If you've ever wondered what it tastes like to put cherries in your coffee,
That's what it is, huh?
It's not impressive.
Your stouts, your porters, those two are very closely linked.
Burnt.
They're more like
coffee.
They're more like coffee. I mean, just even by themselves before you add coffee, because there's a lot of those variations. Now to add cherry, which here's my first sip.
Yeah, it's complex. It's different.
Okay.
It hits you with a sweet, a sour.
So it's like cough drop. You dropped a Halls right in your
Folgers.
It really, no, it's not even the drop, it's the syrup.
Yeah.
So cough syrup in your Folgers.
I told you it's pretty rough.
It really does have that cough syrup taste to it.
Did you read this whole thing, or I zoned out the whole time?
No, I read it. I read it.
I was zoned out.
It just says that they put cherry and stout and it made a beer.
God, they had some balls.
Yeah,
they were really reaching for something different here.
These aren't your normal, what are they, maraschino cherries where they make them extra sweet.
These are like black cherries, like almost bittery tart.
Yeah, dude. Cherry and black cherry. This is black cherry. What is it that's black cherry that is just gross?
Everything?
Well, yeah, black cherry, yeah. Anything black cherry is gross.
Black cherry rock.
This is more black cherry.
It's like the worst thing on the planet.
Yeah, it's very terrible.
But
it's more cough syrup in your.
Like I said, they had some balls when they made this, and then mass produced it.
Right.
I don't know.
I've never seen it. Maybe it's their first year. Hopefully, it's their last year.
Wow, it's real bad.
Yeah,
it's pushing one of the worst we've ever had. Now,
it's definitely cough syrup.
On the last episode, we had a wild sour that we struggled with.
It's his issue.
Let me tell you, you expect a wild sour to be sour. You expect it to be real, but this being a stout, oh man, I don't know what they were shooting for on this. I really don't.
I don't know.
I don't know what they were expecting this to turn out to be, or who they expected to like it.
Yeah, and as you mentioned that, I kind of equated the mixture of the stout with that sour or lemon lime juice kind of. It does have a sour. It's like the cherries aren't quite ripe, maybe. It's not. You get an ice cream sundae, you get the cherry, and it's good. It's not that. It's not that.
It's not. It really isn't. Like they've mixed the wild sour red one we just had with a coffee stout.
Yeah.
Oh, they just mixed two completely opposite beers in one thing, and the flavor is insane.
It is.
God, if I was gonna rate this thing right now,
it's on the bottom. It's one.
I'm gonna give it you know what? I'm gonna give this thing a 2.
It's not the worst thing we've ever had.
It's not the worst thing I don't know, man. It may be one of the worst.
The sours.
It's insane. It's crazy the fact if they put this cherry in an ale or like if they put this cherry in an Abbey ale, it would be more understandable, I guess. But to the palate, it's overwhelming. It's intense. It's like sour cherry coffee or sour cherry burn.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It doesn't go together. It's like if you put like peanut butter on a hot dog.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, sweet peanut butter. Then you're like, oh, weird hot dog.
I mean, those are two good things that don't go well together. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that.
Right. If you put peanut butter on a hot dog.
I like cherries, and I like stouts.
Yeah, I like peanut butter.
But together,
I like hot dogs. I'm not going to put them together.
No.
It's intense, man. God, I got to finish this on camera, but I want this episode to be over so bad.
Yeah, I'm at the bottom end
Trade
of
me
this.
cups.
No,
Trade me cups. You have less.
No.
You have less than me.
Oh, no.
Dear Jesus. This is probably the worst one I've ever had to try to drink.
No.
No.
Man, those sours, I mean.
That caramel stout.
Caramel stout was terrible.
Salted.
Oof, it's up here.
Sea salt and caramel.
If you can see it. The horny goat. Terrible.
Oh, man. God,
Terrible.
I don't want this in my life.
And then we still need to bring in like an outro beer.
A couple of them were like, subscribe, share this stuff so we can keep doing what we love to do, trying these things for y'all and letting y'all know what we think is good.
Right.
See y'all next week.